Welcome to Bible Storytime, and thank you for joining us. Today we examine a story so revolutionary, so contrary to the deeply entrenched social norms of its time, that it completely redefined the meaning of community and ethical responsibility. This is not a tale of kings or prophets, but a short narrative about a roadside encounter that challenges every barrier we build between ourselves and others. This is the parable of the Good Samaritan, told by Jesus in Luke in chapter 10. The scene opens with a scholar of the law, a religious expert deeply versed in interpreting the Torah, testing Jesus. He poses the crucial question that governed every aspect of devout Jewish life. What must I do to inherit eternal life? Jesus, skillfully turning the inquiry back to the scholar, tests his knowledge. What is written in the law? How do you read it? The scholar immediately recites the great summary of the entire moral teaching, combining two core commandments.
Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself.
It was, theologically speaking, the perfect answer. Jesus affirms him instantly.
Do this and you will live.
But the scholar, needing to justify his own understanding, asks a precise follow-up question designed to narrow the scope of his duty.
And who is my neighbor?
In that highly stratified society, the implied question was, who can I ethically and religiously exclude from my obligations? Jesus responds with a narrative that deliberately shatters those exclusionary lines, using figures designed to provoke maximum tension. Imagine a man traveling down the treacherous, rocky road from Jerusalem down toward Jericho, a route notorious for violent banditry. He is violently robbed, stripped of his clothing, beaten severely until he is half dead, and left naked and bleeding halfway between civilization and safety. Soon a Jewish priest comes down the same road. He sees the man, battered, bleeding, and the priest crosses immediately to the opposite side of the path and passes by. Then a Levite, a temple assistant, arrives. He too sees the dying man, and he too crosses over and walks on by. For both of these religious leaders, adhering strictly to purity laws, touching a potentially dead body would render them religiously unclean, outweighed the immediate need to show mercy. They prioritized their religious standing over human life. Then unexpectedly, a Samaritan appears. This is the crucial narrative pivot. Jews and Samaritans utterly despised each other, sharing centuries of bitter religious and ethnic hatred. A Samaritan showing kindness to a wounded Jew would have been utterly unthinkable. Yet this Samaritan does the unthinkable. He sees the victim, his compassion is genuinely stirred, and he acts immediately, comprehensively, and at personal cost. He bandages the man's wounds, pouring on oil and wine, ancient antiseptics. He then lifts the severely wounded man onto his own animal, carefully transports him to an inn, and personally cares for him through the night. The next day, he pays the innkeeper 2 full denarii, a significant amount, likely 2 days' wages, and promises to cover any further expenses upon his return. When Jesus finishes this detailed account, he turns back to the legal scholar and asks the pivotal question.
Which of these three, in your opinion, became a neighbor to the man who fell among the robbers?
The scholar, deeply uncomfortable, cannot bring himself to utter the despised word, Samaritan. He answers cautiously, focusing only on the action.
The one who had mercy on him.
Jesus delivers the final, unwavering command.
Go and do likewise.
The parable was never truly an answer to the question.
Who is my neighbor?
It was a powerful command redefining neighborliness itself. Jesus declared that our neighbor is simply anyone in need, and our sacred duty is to be the one who shows mercy, regardless of the cost or who that person might be socially. The parable moves the discussion away from rigid definition and into radical action. Eternal life isn't inherited through perfect theological knowledge. It is lived out by actively crossing roads and showing mercy to those whom society, or we ourselves, have deemed unworthy of our help. Thank you for joining us for Bible Story Time. If this challenge to redefine compassion inspires you, please like, share, and subscribe. The true measure of discipleship is found in the willingness to stop and help the one lying broken on the road.